Okay. Recently, I talked about my Paris purses, and I talked about a market bag that I got in Paris. And a couple people asked me, and I mentioned that I went to a flea market, and a couple people asked me to show the things I got in the flea market. So this might not be of interest to very, very few people, but I always try to do videos of things I would be interested in watching, and I'm assuming that there's a couple other people in the universe like me that would want to see this. So that's why I'm doing it. Okay. I mentioned in one of my Paris purses that the last year I went, I got a French market bag. And I wanted to show it to you because it was in my bedroom at the time. This is it. It was very useful on our trip. We used it for picnics. We used it for shopping. We used it to go to the grocery store there because you don't get very much. And it was perfect. I also took it to the flea market with me. And I also took it on the airplane home with almost all this stuff in it. And you're going to be shocked that it even fit. In fact, I kind of stretched it out a little bit. But anyway, sometimes I use it here. I took it to the beach one day. It's a great beach bag. And I took it to the organic fruit stand or whatever to get produce. And it worked great for that too. So, on to the flea market. There's a lot of flea markets in Paris. One huge giant one that's north of town. I'm not going to try to pronounce it in French, but it's Porte de Clignancourt, if you read it in English. It's a huge flea market. It goes for blocks and blocks and blocks. It's got really, really high-end stuff, like thousands of dollars for a chair. And then it's got just regular stuff. But that one, I've been there 3 times. I find it quite overwhelming if you don't know what you're looking for, and I'm just always just not sure. And I'm never sure about the prices. I don't know. That one just overwhelms me because I'm not an antiquer, so I'm not used to that. Plus, here in Florida, we have so few flea markets. I have no practice. Plus, I don't really like them. But let me tell you, I found one I did like. So, I had been watching Tracy Porter, and I don't know, she always inspires me, her blog and her videos of different things. So, I said to my husband, I said, when we go, this is last fall, I said, I want to go to a flea market. I've got to find a flea market that is small and doable. And I don't know where I even found this, but I was on my iPad one day, and actually this was on the computer, and I found an app for my iPad. Now, all my apps on my iPad are free. I promise you 95% of them because I won't pay money for an app. But this particular one was $2, and I bit the big one and ordered it. And it's by a girl that has a blog called The Paris Apartment. And this app is called Keys to the Flea. And since it was $2, I thought, what have I got to lose? So I downloaded it and I started reading through it. And it was so helpful. It had little street flea markets that happened once or twice a week throughout the city. It had weekend flea markets. It had yearly flea markets. It was the best little app if you're going to Paris that I've ever seen. Well, I found this particular flea market that's only around twice a year, and it was going to be there the week and a half that we were there. I couldn't believe it. It was outside of town. I cannot even begin to tell you the French name for it because it's quite long, but if you Google the Pig Fair Paris, it will pop up on Google, and you can find it. It happens in September. Did I already say that? Every year, September and spring. It's been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years. People used to bring their ham there to sell it. Thus the name Pig Fair, I guess. Like when you get there, there's all these like ham, like shanks. I don't know, legs of ham. I mean pig. I don't even know. But anyway, they're hanging everywhere, and they really do sell a lot of ham at the Pig Fair. But they also have, oh my gosh, furniture and all kind of things there as well. It's not huge. It takes half a day to walk through it, but it's very doable. The people are so friendly, but I will warn you, you have to ride a train to get there, and then you have to walk across this big long bridge over the water, and it's kind of on an island. And the other warning that I will tell you is when you're in Paris, almost everybody speaks some English. We found at this flea market that no one spoke English. Like the guys in the little, little booths, they don't speak English. Sometimes I think they're faking it, but I think there, when you're trying to make money, you would want to speak English. And all I got was little hand signals, and we played charades all day to get the items I wanted. Okay, we got there. It was just the coolest place, I can't tell you. And since I don't know old from new, I don't know if something's valuable or not, I just look at an item and say it's 15 euro. I'll just look at it and say, okay, if this is even worth 50 cents, am I going to be upset if I pay 15 euro and get home? No, not if I love it. If it's something I love, I judge it by that. I don't care if it's authentic or whatever, because I did get it at a flea market in Paris, and that's all that counts to me. So this stuff could have been made in China. I don't know. Not really. But anyway. Okay. One item I got was a key for $1. Pretty cool. Just an old key. I had tons of them. I don't know. I always make up stories about where this key went, what it did. I love it. It hangs on my wall. Oh, speaking of my wall, I have a wall above my couch in my family room that I call my Paris wall, but Tracy Porter does them, and they're called London wall. If you go on her blog and you look at her London wall, you'll see what I'm talking about, and this key's hanging on that wall. It's just a big mishmash of all kind of things from London and Paris, and I love it. Okay, one thing that I particularly wanted to get when I went to this market was this pan. I wanted one of these pans really, really bad. And I found one, and it's quite beautiful, and I love it. And I had all these plans of all these gratins I was going to make in this pan, and I've never once cooked in it. It hangs on the wall in my kitchen, but I love it. It was only 25 euro. It's very, very heavy. I absolutely love it. I mean, you can probably get these on marthastewart.com, but mine came from Paris, so I'm hoping it's French. Okay. Another thing I got, and this was quite heavy. My husband was wondering, how are you going to get that home? And I'm the kind of person, I'll worry about that when I'm ready to go home. This is another thing that was heavy, so I only got a couple, is old books. They had tons and tons of these old books. They were like, I don't know, I think I paid 10 euro for all of 4 of them. They're beautiful. They're, of course, in French. They're like books on philosophy and different things like that. They're very old. I haven't opened them very many times because I'm worried about the binding, but they look nice sitting on a table with a candle on them or something. So I got a couple of those. Again, heavy. Now, you know, sometimes you go somewhere and you get something, and when you get home you go, why did I buy that? I was absolutely sure in my head that I wanted these and that they would bring joy and beauty to my life. And now I have them, and they sit back there on that table next to that lamp, but they're kind of goofy. I like them. I don't care. Okay, it's this couple of French people. It's just little statues. I don't know. I think they're cool. They're actually pretty nice. Nice. I think they're pretty. And I didn't pay a whole lot for them, and I got them home in one piece, believe it or not. If you would have seen that market bag stuffed with all this stuff, you would have been shocked. Here's my next favorite thing that I got. Because I have my London wall, I wanted to buy something for the wall besides the key. I found this painting in that flea market, and I about died, and I love it so much. This little painting, I just think it's cool. I don't know, I love the frame, I love the scene. It's perfect. It's great. I love it so much. I think I paid 20-ish for it. I don't remember, but anyway. This is so special. I love it so much, and it goes on my wall. And I'm talking quiet because, I don't know, I just love it. Okay, now for my absolute favorite thing I got at the flea market. This is something I had been looking for around here. Garden centers, TJ Maxx, Tuesday morning. I thought it was going to fall off the table. I wanted a statue of a woman. Okay, every statue I found, they had turned the woman into an angel and had wings, or it was a baby angel, or it was something, and those things just freak me out. I don't know. I don't like them. I wanted a woman, but I didn't want her to look Grecian. A lot of them look very, very Grecian. So when I found this in Paris, not even thinking about it, I about died, and my husband said, you can't get that home, and I said, oh, hide and watch. Okay, this is what I found at the flea market as well. This is just so beautiful. I hope you can see it. It's just, I don't know what it's made of, like, I don't know, ceramic, I don't know. It's kind of heavy, but not as heavy as it might look because it's hollow. There's some holes in the bottom, so it's hollow. And it has a hole in the head right there, but that didn't bother me at all. I think she's so pretty. I love her so much. At Christmas last year, I made a little wreath for her head, a just plain green wreath with just tiny, tiny bits of gold sparkle, and it just really set her off at Christmas. I love it. I kind of wish her neck was thinner without all this hair so that I could put like a necklace, like an old antique necklace around her neck, but I don't know. I love her so much. I'm so glad I got her home in one piece. She makes me happy every time I look at her. So anyway, that's my flea market. I think that's all that I got. I hope I didn't forget anything. I just saw something over there and I thought, but I didn't get that there. Okay, so that's my flea market. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know. Let me know. Thanks. Bye-bye.